Hey everyone, it's Amber, your superhero stylist. It's already June 5th, and I can't believe that I'm already saying that. But anyway, I wanted to tell you very quickly about this week's Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I didn't want anybody to worry that maybe they went to their comic shop and there was no Buffy comic waiting for them, or if they didn't get their Buffy in the mail. Well, there's a reason for that. It's because this particular issue is not really Buffy Season 8. It's got the whole Buffy the Vampire Slayer title. It's, written by people familiar with the book. But this is a one-shot. It's called Tales of the Vampires. And it's just about, this sort of loser guy who lives in his mom's basement. He skips school a lot, and, he's, of course, infatuated with his female best friend. And on one of his, nights out, he, meets this hot, mysterious woman. Turns out she's a vampire. And, his other friend. At this point in the Buffy world, mind you, vampires have been outed. So, since Harmony's reality show, which was quite hysterical, people know that vampires exist, and it's sort of like, the Kim Kardashian, Paris Hilton infatuation that the general public has with vampires. So in that regard, guys like this sort of resort to being as close as they possibly can to that element, and so he offers himself up as like a, just buffet to the vampires in his neighborhood. Now, what makes this book particularly cool is the artwork. It's colored by Dave Stewart, and this particular cover that I got, because there's two covers, this is Gabriel Ba. And see, there's Keiko. She was completely uninterested in this issue. But the colors, I find, really helped move the action along with this book because it's sort of slower pace. It's really just telling a simple story about, this guy who really has nothing going for him. And so what happens one particular fated night in his life, and how he turns into a vampire, and his mom's just like, yeah, okay, throw your coffin in the basement. In that regard, it's interesting, and like I said, the coloring and the artwork really make it, more compelling than perhaps the story actually is. Now, it definitely is going to appeal to any of the Twilight Anne Rice fans. I've never read the Twilight books, I've never seen the movie, but I know it's hugely popular right now. So in that vein, this kind of story, is going to appeal to any of those fans, I promise you. So if you were worried that, you heard there was a Buffy comic and it wasn't in your box, well, here you go. It's because it's not really a Season 8. It's just something that happens to take place in the Buffyverse. So thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe before you log out.